Okay, the whole sort of purpose of this little video clip is to squash some of the myths around what these fuel tune resistors are. There's all sorts of information on the internet about it, but there's not really a video about it, and hopefully this one on YouTube will be useful. And it's all to do with the Land Rover 3.9 units, and I'll tie it in with the ECUMATE for the Lucas 14 CUX ECU model. And basically what happened was, when Land Rover designed these particular ECUs, what they did is they put the unit in and designed it to run with various different fuel mappings, and it's quite clearly laid out in this book here. You've got the red 180 ohms, no cat Australian 3.9. It's got green 4.7 ohms, no cat Europe UK 3.9 or 3.5 Discovery. Yellow 910 ohm, no cat Gulf State 3.9 or Europe and UK 4.2. And then it goes into the catalytic converter ones, where you get blue, white and limp home mode, no cat or false. And what's the myth behind all this? Well, actually they really are quite simple with it. This is the yellow unit with the plug-in shown on it and the little resistor in there, and if you put the ohm meter on it, which I'll do shortly when we do the test, basically it measures the resistance through it and it gives you the 9.10 ohms. This is a resistor, and that's where they're fitted inside the unit. So with this particular model that I've talked about on earlier videos, this was the 3.9 catalytic converter and had it removed, and all I've simply done is modified the tune resistor that was in it by chopping it out and making my own little unit up here and fitting this resistor, which is the 180 ohm resistor, and it's literally that simple. That's a white one that it originally came with, which is the 3.9 kilo ohm resistor, and all I've simply done is modified the plug so I can put that back in if ever needs to be. And the one I've got in the car at the moment is the red one, and just fitted the 108 ohm resistor to it. What I'll do is with it is do a little bit of a clip about where you find it. Actually, it's not too difficult to find in the wiring loom once you know where you're looking, and all you simply do is remove this plug from it, which the other end of it's connected into the loom. That has a resistor built into it. This is the yellow one, which I actually tried running in this vehicle for a while, even though it's not a 3.9 in the Gulf State or a 4.2 in the UK. And what I've also done is fitted the 180 one into it, and I just wanted to see the difference in performance of the engine and also difference in fuel economy. I must admit, this truck is running really well with the red 180 ohm Australian 3.9. I'm based in New Zealand. I'm not overly too sure what the difference is between an Australian 3.9 and a UK 3.9 non-cat. Both high compression engines, both running 95. I think it's more to do with the emissions side of it, and probably because there's no emissions laws out this way in New Zealand. Maybe the 180 ohms one runs a little bit more richer and gives the car a bit more power. I'm not too sure. I'm just guessing at that, and maybe someone out there could put a bit of an answer to it. But anyway, what I'm going to try and do is just demonstrate running through the ohm meter here how to measure the resistance of it. This is the yellow one, which is the 910. I've just got that set to 200, and it really is quite simple. Quite a bit of sun there, hopefully you'll be able to see it on the video, but basically all you're doing is measuring the resistance from it. I'll just put this here and hopefully we can get a bit of a result for you. It's quite difficult trying to do it on my own, but let's have a look. So into there, and then measure the resistance from it. Yep, and there we go. if you can see on the machine there, saying 917, 910. But interestingly enough, when you sort of plug the ECUMATE in, and I did on an earlier video clip for you, it actually does come up whether you're running a red, a green, a yellow or a blue. I've got some more resistors coming, a 470 ohm resistor, which I'm going to make up like this and then plug it into the loom, just to see if it makes any difference. But the short point being, it really is easy to do. A lot of stuff out there on the internet about where are they and how do you do it. Very simple. Plug out. You can chop the resistor out if you want, or even buy the unit. You struggle buying the greens now and the reds, no one seems to stock them anymore, but literally just buy a little resistor like this and fit it yourself. It's that easy. The resistors I use are the ones that Land Rover say in their books, and it's just in 180 ohm, half a watt carbon film resistor. So these are quite high quality ones. You can buy cheaper ones, but there's no point, the peanuts to buy, and you just simply chop it out. So what I'll do is a little bit of a video clip to show you where these things exist in your wiring loom, and they're quite easy to find, and I'll bolt this onto the end of this clip.